Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody. Here I am, Crazy Aaron. I've got lots of cool stuff to tell you about as we are impending, as we're filming this, we're sitting right on top of Thanksgiving. It's only a few days away. I'm very excited because it's getting darker earlier. At least it is here in North America. And that means the stars are out. And the star that is my favorite, the North Star. My inspiration for North Star thinking putty was to kind of create a star field, some idea that in the dark and under your bed, you could be playing and you could be stretching and moving these stars, kind of like on Star Trek or Star Wars, where you're going super fast and the lights are shooting past you, all these stars. So when I made North Star, we wanted something dark. We wanted something that sort of was the color of the night sky. Now, it's not completely black. I mean, it is if you're all the way out in the country, but sometimes you get the reflection of the light off the land and it comes back up and you get that deep, deep purple indigo. And that's the color of North Star. Of course, we added some sparkles because why not? This is Crazy Aaron's Putty World, right? And then it comes with the included glow charger. And when you plug that in here to the putty, it's gonna create a glowing effect. You can even see it here under full light. These little green stars, they all glow, and then in the dark, as you stretch them, they all move and change shape, and you might even spot some constellations in there. See what you can find, or maybe you can manipulate the putty just right and make your own. And you know what, these stars glow bright enough that with a close-up on your phone, you can probably even take a picture of them in the dark. It could look really cool. I'd be interested to see what videos you might make. Anyway, so this is a very cool, pretty color. Very peaceful and calming for when it starts getting darker earlier. You get home from school and then before you know it, it's nighttime. No more summer days, for at least for a couple more months. Anyway, I'll put my North Star away here and we'll move on. Next, Jingle. Jingle is that sound of the holiday season, the bells, and I thought, gosh, how can we make that happen in a putty? Well, let's make it super shiny and shimmery and glittery and sparkly, like going to the mall and everything is just all decked up in all the colors and everything is huge, much bigger than you would even decorate in your own home. It's overwhelming and it's great. Now look, we've got red glitter in here and gold and green sparkles and it's all shimmering together. This is a beautiful putty on its own, but I knew that we had to take it up to the next level. And one of the new putty technologies that had come out of my lab was the ability to make something glow red in the dark. For years I could do white, I could do orange, but I could never make a red. And finally I was able to do it. And knowing how to do it, I wanted to do it in everything. Now they wouldn't let me do it in everything because that would just be crazy. But again, we'll take out our little glow charger. Even in the daylight, the glow charger isn't purple. It's sort of a reddish color that you see there. Now when we turn out the light, you're gonna see that glowing a nice red, and you can stretch and squeeze that. You hold it up to your face and take a selfie with it. Could be cool with the red glow glowing on you. And one of the things that I like to do is stretch it out like this, and then to use the glow charger to draw a line, right like that, right down the putty. And then when you twist it up, you could almost create a candy cane in the dark with the red stripes against the dark black background. Cool stuff. Give it a try. In addition to our big 4-inch holiday colors, we also have our little guys. But don't be fooled. There's all kinds of exciting magic inside. Gelt is our color. This is a perfect gift for Hanukkah. And inside is a putty that is color matched to 24 karat gold. Now, sometimes I'll hear from kids, that doesn't look like real gold. The fact is that what you think of as real gold has been kind of superfied and synthesized and artificialized to make you think that that's what gold looks like. But actually the gold that you think of as real gold, most of the time, is either an artificial gold that's on a mylar foil or some other packaging, or even in jewelry, it's an alloy of gold. It's gold mixed with other metals to make it brighter, maybe a little more white, a little less dark. This is actually the color of real gold. I took a sheet of 24 karat gold foil and I put it next to myself in the lab. I put it next to myself in the lab and I matched the color as best I could without making the putty completely out of real gold. Now we do have a putty, 24 karat gold, that's available on our website that is real gold, but it's a little bit pricey at $250 a can. So how can I make it a little more affordable? Well, I color matched it as best I could using all of my secret technologies, and then we took some sprinkle of real gold and we mixed it in. So it has real flecks of gold in it, and you can see it's just a beautiful color. Just remember, you can always rip it and you'll have a darker color on the inside. You can kind of catch a little shimmer or sheen, and then you can slide it and it comes right back. It's great. It's great. And also the color like this really lends itself to using that insert that comes with each tin to help it open. Keep that. Keep it in the lid because it makes the tin so much easier to open, but it also means you can make an impression of my face, and you can make me really fat, or you can make me really thin and long, and then you can make me disappear again and again. Now, you would say, Aaron, how can I know for sure that you mixed real gold into this putty? And the answer is, you probably can't, but there is a way, maybe with your parents' permission, but it would sort of be a waste because you would lose your putty, and that would be, you could burn this putty up with a blowtorch. And everything in it would burn. The putty would burn, the colors would burn, everything would burn. But you know what? The reason that ancient man was so obsessed with gold was because it was immutable. It couldn't be changed. It didn't react with other chemicals, and it never burned away. So if you were to burn all this putty away, aside from a pile of white ash, you would see the little flecks of gold. And then you could put a little water in a pan, and just like the miners, you could pan for gold and you could collect your gold flecks. Now don't do that. Maybe one day, if we get enough comments, we'll post a video. That would be fun, right? I think so. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, this is beautiful. And again, if you tear it in half like this, you get this dark color inside and you get this nice color. It's very cool. Try some gelt today. That's enough about gelt, but let's move on to something even more exciting, Evergreen. Evergreen is another scented thinking putty. Maybe you have Love is in the Air, which smells like beautiful roses. Evergreen, as you can imagine, smells like a Christmas tree. Let's give it a shot. I can smell it already. It's fresh, it's invigorating, it's exciting. It's that smell that makes you so excited that Christmas is coming. Take my little top off here. And the cool thing about thinking putty scents is that the technology in this putty means that it doesn't come off all over your hands, and it doesn't smell so much all at once that people are like, oh my gosh, what's that smell? It's just right. And you just, oh, I could do that all day. It's so good. It's so good. Now, of course, it's a nice kind of metallic green color. Kind of reminds me of some Arctic pine needles where they have a lot of oil in the leaves because the wind is so dry and it's blowing, and the plant is desperate to keep any moisture than it can. So it has kind of an oily sheen to it, and I think you'll see that a lot in this Evergreen putty. And it just, with every stretch, smells fantastic. Next, ornament. Comes with a little hanger. You can go like this all day, but probably more exciting would be to put it on the tree. Maybe Santa, maybe one of your parents, hang it right there, staring at you for days, being told you can't take it, but you want it, you want to open it up. Well, I'm gonna open this one right now. I'm gonna pop this open, and look what we have here, a beautiful red glittery ornament putty. Like the most sparkly ornament that you've ever seen, with gold flecks mixed in with the red. We can make it into a ball. We can hang it like this. Now, you know, if I did this, it would only last for a minute or two. The putty would go everywhere. But you can pop that out, and then you can stretch it and play with it. It's really pretty. I highly recommend. And of course, you can tear it, and it gives you that nice marbled effect inside. It's a winner. Ornament. Merry Christmas. So, last but not least, over 15 years ago, I created a color called Icicle. This is the original here. And now we're offering it in a little 2-inch throwback edition. Let's open it up and take a look. You know, back in 2002, this took all of my putty knowledge to create this color, to make all of these little glitter sparkles shimmer and shine with different hues. I see reds and pinks and greens and blues. They're all in there, but they're very subtle. They're very subtle because it makes it classier when you do it that way. And to make it an ice blue color, I thought this was the cat's meow. It's amazing, 15 years later, the colors that we've been able to come up with, the way that working in the lab, I've been able to push the effects to the next level. But if you want a piece of putty history, something a little special, give this a try. The original Icicle didn't actually even glow in the dark. I hadn't figured that out yet. But when we decided to bring it back as a throwback, I was like, come on. Kids, they need a little more kapow. And so we decided to make it glow ice blue, which is a cool color to do. And so if you take this and hold it up to the light, and then you take it into the dark, you're gonna see that icy blue glow. Now, one of the things about ice blue glow that comes out of the Crazy Aaron lab, it glows for more than 12 hours. So if you left this out next to your bed and you woke up in the middle of the night, you would see it still glowing that ice blue color. Give it a try. This is a color that it just says winter, it says playing outside in the snow. It says, I'm cold and I want to come inside and have some hot chocolate. Enjoy it. So whether it's ornament, or evergreen, or North Star, or Jingle, or Geld, I want to take an opportunity to wish each one of you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a happy and healthy New Year. I am so excited for what we're going to bring you in 2018, and I can't wait to see the wonderful things that you can do in the upcoming year.